Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Sunday Wake Up Sprints. How's everybody doing? Are y'all woken up yet? I personally just rolled out of bed a few minutes ago myself. Sorry about being late a little bit. Trying to get some things together and, all of that jazz. So, hopefully, everyone is having a good morning and hopefully it remains that way. So, well, what is everybody reading? uh, let's see. I am reading something called The Gems. I'm supposed to be reading, according to the thumbnail, Yinka, Where's Your Husband? However, Libby was a hater and was not able to make it. So I'm on hold. Hopefully it comes through sooner than later. So got my good old Kindle for The Gems. Reading for the Amazing Readathon. Although this is not Amazing Readathon Sprint, you're more than welcome to read for it because I am. Hey, Judith, how are you doing? Good morning. Hey, Mika, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome to Get a Clue Readathon, y'all. Hopefully everybody's having a good day. Hey, Livia, how are you doing? Hey, Joshua, what's going on? Good morning. Good morning. I think it's good morning for many of y'all. If not, then good whatever time, but it's my morning, so you'll hear me say good morning there. What's everybody plan for the day for Sunday here? Oops, did not mean the capital letters. Oh, no biggie, no biggie. Oh, y'all, these glasses are filthy. If anybody is a glassware, you know what I'm talking about here. Y'all, we are the plan today is to do depends on the time. So I have to get out of here around 10:30 because I have some place to go. Generally, we do about 2:45s and we call it a day. So just depending on kind of where we're at the end of the first sprint, then we'll see where we go with the second sprint if we're able to accomplish that and how long. Okay, so just to be aware, we're on a 2-hour time limit today, okay? Hey, Amal, what are you up to? Let us know. What books are you reading? Mika is reading Sword Crossed by Freya Marsh. Ooh, okay. Sounds like a fantasy or, it could be something else. I'm saying. How is Sword Crossed? Let me know how you're liking it. Oh, yeah, my head's already somewhere, right? Oh, let's see. Julia said, I just finished my book, Foxheart, and I'm updating my reading spreadsheet and Storygraph. Ooh. Make sure y'all are updating those lists, y'all, okay? I know that, we have the booktube and all that stuff, but there's definitely with print, I was going to say print media, but, typing in written reviews are definitely important as well. So if you're one of those people that are into those, make sure you do so, okay? Joshua says, as a UK person, I bid you a good afternoon. I bid you a good afternoon. Well, thank you very much. All the way from the UK. I very much appreciate that you stepping in to Wake Up Sprints, although I guess yours is kind of winding down. Well, hold up. No, you're like 5 hours, right? I'm on my fingers. I know that. Okay, so it's just afternoon. You're not going to sleep right now, so you're good. Okay, you still have plenty of day left, so I appreciate you coming in midday for me. Okay. Amal is listening to Before We Were Yours by Lisa Henage. I'm thinking of a book. I'm thinking of When We Were One. Oh my gosh. I was thinking of a book by what's her name? Yaji, I think. When We Were One, that was really good, and I thought this was that one. Okay. Well, how are you enjoying Lisa Wingate? Let me know. Let me know. Hey, Elena, how are you doing, lovely lady? What is going on? What are you reading? Joshua's reading The Life and Death of Harriet Frame by Mary Sinclair. I have never heard of Harriet Frame. Let me know. Are you enjoying it? Is that a memoir or something else? Livia says, I'm going to read the chapters. Okay, Warbreaker. Okay, there we go. You got some time. You got to break that book up. So I agree with you on that one. Okay, so Warbreaker by Brandon Sanderson for Buddy Read with Herman. Okay, yeah, I've been hearing about that. I hope that y'all are enjoying that book. How long is it going to take you to read it? Amal says, hey to Elena. Elena says, what are you reading, Amal? Alex Sarn. Ooh, okay. Third book in the Fourth Wing trilogy. Actually, it's going to be more, right? How many books are going to be in that series? Let me know. Well, hopefully you're enjoying Onyx Storm. There you go. There you go. Olivia says, then I'll start a book for Get a Clue. Yay. There we go. There we go. Team Colonel Mustard, y'all. Elena's listened to the audiobook. It's lovely to have one of those. Lovely to have one of those. I agree. Mika says it's a male-to-male private fantasy. I suspect Sword Crossing. And see, that's what I was thinking. My mind immediately went there, but I wasn't going to. When you said Sword Crossing, my mind didn't want to like go there, because there's a lot of fantasy with some very interesting names. But that was the other option. Well, I hope you're enjoying it. It sounds spicy. I love a spicy book, so I'm not hating on that one at all. At all. Hopefully it comes with a really good plot, you know what I'm saying, as well. Okay. I like a good plot with my other spicy stuff. Joshua says, just ate lunch, got a good few hours of reading left in me. Okay, I'm liking your day. I'm liking your day. My day is going to be a little bit of reading, and then I am meeting a friend at a park, and then having lunch. So where that takes me the rest of the day, I don't know. Eventually it'll be back here, but when that is, I have no idea. And yesterday was busy too, because I met another friend that came out of town, and we met over in some waterfront and had lunch and all this other stuff. So spent the day with the husband afterwards. So it wasn't too much social media, which, was not a bad day. I'm not hating it. I'm front loading my some personal life versus, like a lot of social media, but I'm up in here, y'all. Mika says it's 2:40. Okay. So you're in the brooks of the day. Okay. Hopefully you're enjoying it and it's a good one. There we go. Joshua says, I'm just about to start it, but I think it's entirely fictional, so not a memoir. Okay. Yeah, it had that memoir-esque name, but that don't mean it is. So I just wanted to ask. So okay, y'all ready to get some reading? We're going to make good use of the morning here, okay? I'm going to read and probably get some tea and just like, I don't know, it's kind of early for breakfast for me, but I need to eat something. So maybe just a little something to tide me over. And Mika says, I think Pirate was wrong, Rogue. I think Pirate was wrong, Rogue. Broke gentleman hires a best man because he expects a duel for his fiance's hand. I don't think there will be a marriage. Yeah, no. I think something else is gonna get in the way of that. Well, you know what? I'm sure it's gonna be a fun time in the ride, okay? All right, let me get this first link here, okay? Mika, your book sounds good. How long is this book, mind you? Let me know how long this book is. Okay. I hate when you share things on Restream and it automatically goes to your screen there. Just want to make sure we're ready for it. Okay, I'm going to start Mika's comment because I want to know about this book. And we're going to get to our first sprint, okay? So happy reading. I will see y'all in 45. And I'm also going to mute this music here in case an ad pops up, okay? Happy reading. Okay. Hello, y'all. Thank y'all for the patience with me setting time on the timer. Whew, you know how it is when you're dealing with the bureaucracy. It's calling my bank and stuff. So I was on hold a few times with them. So I had to get some stuff taken care of. You know, all that fraudulent account is this you stuff. So that is definitely important. So thank you for your patience, How did y'all reading go? As you know, I took phone call. I had some tea here. Actually, I had 2 cups of tea using tea bag. And I was reading for most of the time. I got to, I don't know, I wasn't even calculating where I was at. It looks like I'm in another 5% of the book. So I at least got some reading done here. This is very YA-ish, I will say on that one. I'm just like, okay, some things don't make sense. But anyway, good book. Mika, I did see in the Get a Clue Readathon, the book right here that you were talking about reading, this Swords Cross. Very cool cover, by the way. A bit cartoonish, but I think it's cute. Hopefully it turns out awesome, everything. Audio book is 14th. What do you mean 14th? Oh, 14 hours. I'm sorry. I read that as a T. I'm losing it, y'all. Sorry. 14 hours. That's a long time. Okay. Is that book more plot? You know, fantasy plot or more smut-ish? 14 hours is a long time. That better be just a big a big fantasy, okay, you know, book, and with some side of some smut in there, with a really good plot for 14 hours. That's a long time. I'd be hard pressed. Elena did 129 pages and read 15 chapters. Ooh, okay, you are in that book. Okay, keep going. 86% till you finished. Awesome. Well, I'm hoping that you enjoy it. I'm moving on to Fourth Wing Book 2. Hold up, I thought you were reading Onyx Storm. Okay, I guess maybe, you know, that'll be for later then, I guess. Okay, well, I'm hoping that you're enjoying all of that stuff. Hey, Swing, how are you doing? Oh, it's Groundhog Day. Interesting. Okay, I did not know. I wonder if we are officially, as a country, celebrating Groundhog Day since we're getting rid of other holidays officially. I won't be celebrating. Joshua got to 14%. Awesome. This is me just saying I needed some more time. Mika says no smut so far, but chemistry. And I'm pretty sure the gentleman's sister has a crush on the bride. I think there's going to be a wedding after all, but it's going to be a cover-up. Oh, okay. So it's sapphic and what's the other term? Okay, I know sapphic refers to women loving women. What is, I mean, is sapphic, is homophobic? No, that's not the same. I don't know. What's the other term for male and male versus woman and woman? You know, like I know there's like homophobia and then not homophobia. I'm sorry. What's the term I'm looking at? Not homophobia. Homosexual, then there's lesbian, right? Not to get into all these technical terms. If y'all aren't aware, then you know, I understand. I'm just talking. But you have those two terms, but then there's sapphic, which I know kind of relates to some literary stuff. I read it up a long time ago. But what's the equivalent to that in fancier lingo? I consider sapphic a fancy lingo. I don't know. And if anybody's of any of those communities are just aware, let me know. Okay, I'm just curious. That's a term I learned when I got into BookTube. I had no idea what that meant at all. Elena says, take your time. Yeah, just got to take care of things, okay? Hey, Dee Dee, how are you doing, Miss Lady? What's going on with you? Hey, Jen, what's going on with you? Good morning. Livia says hello to y'all as well. Judith found a map and Spotify playlist that after I finished the book, added all my other books by Claire Legrand on my want to read list and picked my next read. You've been very busy. So what is your, I see it right here. This is your next read, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I've heard good things about that. Let me know how it pans out. Hopefully you enjoy it. Jen says hello to Livia. Livia says, I read half of the pages for my buddy read and sent a message to Swank on Discord for our buddy read. Ooh, okay. Let me know how that goes. That's not the Brandon Sanderson, right? Hey, Natalie. First time making it on live. I'm reading Legendborn by Tracy Dion. Ooh, I've heard good things about Legendborn, but I have not partaken. How are you enjoying Legendborn? Let me know. And thank you very much for coming to my live, okay? Generally, I'm here on Sundays unless I work. It's called Sunday Morning Wake Up Sprints. I host. We have a small group of people that tend to host. So on Sunday mornings, it could be at different times, but it's wake up time for whoever's waking up and hosting. But I'm normally the primary host on Sunday mornings at 8:30 a.m., okay, EST. And generally, for me, I do 2 sprints and I'm done, but everybody cultivates it the way you want. So you get a nice group of people doing things differently, and I love that. But Sunday morning, so just look for the thumbnail-ish of what mine look like. They all look kind of similar. So, and generally, I'll promote it on my community tab. So if you're awake, take a look at that. And I generally sprint on Tuesdays as well, on around like 9, 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock. So anyway, I hope to see you around BookTube a whole lot more, okay? Swain says Groundhog saw his shadow for 6 more weeks of winter. Don't you love that? Well, you know what? I moved to warm weather country, so you know what? Bring it on. Winter here is different for me than where I came from, so. But I wish everybody warmer skies. Dee Dee says we should get rid of President. Dee Dee, cheers. Put it up here, girl. Oh my gosh. Oh, man. Mika says it's cute so far. The rogue scammed him. He got him to be his right-hand man and gave him sword lessons. Sword lessons? Like real swords? There is plot. His family is all but ruined and he doesn't know how to save it. That sounds cute. Now, is this book set in the land where homophobia does not exist? You know, because I've read quite a few books lately where like people's sexual orientation was not like a thing. It wasn't taboo. It was just normal for however people wanted to live their life, which is kind of cute of getting past. That sounds so cute. I didn't mean it that way. Like, that sounds condescending, but I'm saying it's nice to live in a world where that's not necessarily a thing or taboo or whatever. Will our world ever really get there? I don't think so. But it's these books in these fantasy worlds we live in these books, getting past that as a plot point and it just being a thing, and then you get to the real main plot, which might actually be juicier, is is really kind of nice there too. But there's the salacious factor in some things that makes things interesting. So let me know. Livia says Good Girl's Guide to Murder was the first book for Clue. Ooh. It's so funny you said it was the first book, and this is the second day. I'm still working on the first book. I commend y'all so much for getting up on Get a Clue and getting these books in and finishing books. I started my first book. I am doing junior detective mode, but I'm still trying to be in it to win it, okay? But I started my first book about 2 days prior to the first, but am I at 30% even? Like, it's just been, I'm at 37%, okay? So I'm still working on it. It's just, like I said, I'm so busy lately and so many other things going on and trying to get a better work-life balance that, just kind of reading a 300-page book in 2-3 days. I used to be able to do that, but I don't have as much time. So it's like, I'm not able to do it. Okay. Even some of these smaller books, I do some smaller ones. I just haven't had the time, but I'm in there, y'all. I'm reading my books. Okay. Swank said, Livia, just about to start reading The Midnight Library. I've heard of that too. Reading Tumbling by Diane McKinney Whetstone. Ooh, what is tumbling about? You always have really good books, y'all. If y'all looking for like some good historical literary fiction, good stuff, y'all follow Dee Dee right here. She got the stuff going on, okay? Good recommendations. Also, Dee Dee's Live, if y'all are not caught it, by the way, is on Friday mornings, okay? Good time, about what? 3 hours, 2, 3 hours, something like that. But anyway, good times. Make sure y'all check in. Some good people talking about some good books from her and the chats, okay? Mika said, I miswrote my comment. The rogue is giving the gentleman sword lessons, of course, not the other way around. You know what? Sword lessons are being given now. Either way. Natalie says, I'm enjoying Legendborn. I just started it on Friday, so I'm not that far. I'll be on the lookout for sure. That is a 3-book series, right? How many books is in Legendborn? Let me know, y'all. Mika says, I think there is no homophobia. Some man's husband was mentioned and it was not a big deal. Yes, there we go. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so that's the type of stuff. I've been finding that in a lot of, is newer age a word? I'm not up on the lingo, y'all, okay? But, in a lot of more contemporary books, especially like YA fantasies, things like that, when they're adding in some sort of, I would say smuttish components, but anyway, more newer age, appealing to a wider audience. I think someone's sexuality and some things being a taboo is not really as much anymore. It's just more of, hey, this is romance. Doesn't matter, what their orientation is, Elena says 12 hours left of audio. Okay, you got a long way to go, girl. Judith says it's also my first book for Clue. I needed to finish my book club book first because of the live show on today. That would be good to finish, to definitely finish. Don't you hate when you go to a live show and the person has not finished the book? I think it was probably one of my first live shows when I joined BookTube that I attended, not mine, but it was somebody else's I kind of dropped in on. And this is how I actually got to know the BookTuber. It was 2 BookTubers on camera about to have a live show about a book that they had been reading for the month. And one of the other person professed that they didn't finish the book. And I was like, what? I mean, it's been a wild ride since then, but I was just like, okay. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing any buddy reads with with that particular one person, but at least the other person did finish the book. I hadn't read the book, I just dropped in, but I was just dumbfounded right there, But it happens. I can see if you DNF it, but if you're going to go all the way through to a live show and have other people read it, you should definitely read it too, all the way through. Mika says you might like Widdershins, also fantasy, but there's homophobia in this world, which adds tension. That's true. It does add tension, as somebody that is not like queer, then like in the sense that we use it. I think we're all queer and, on in our own heads, but there is some tension when there is a book and like a taboo that is kind of exciting in some of those books to me, of like anticipation or whatnot. But I do like the idea that, when we do read a book that is not centered on, like, I don't know, I think when it's more of like smutty books or whatever, but I think there is a nice component to it when you have a book that has like this big overarching huge other plot, like political intrigue or family drama or something like that. Maybe not family drama, because that can add to it. But like, just a bigger thing. Somebody's trying to overthrow the kingdom or something like that, or grab the crown or killing somebody or something, where you're not worried about someone's sexual orientation being a thing in the book that we're centering on so much. You know what I'm saying? Swank says, Livia answered you in the Discord. Ooh, okay, I'll go back to that one. I'm behind on everyone. Who you telling? I am too, always. Livia says, I had the audiobook, but I think it's A fast read, Judith. Okay, there we go. There we go. And you can always change the speed too. So just like with you, Elaine, in this 14-hour audiobook, feel free to adjust that speed. Just make sure you can hear it, you know? Dee Dee says, thanks for the shout out, Courtney. Friday Reads Live is 6 p.m. CET. What is CET? I'm the 12 PEST. But CET, Central European Time? Because you're in France, right? Let us know. Let us know. Yeah, I want to be where Dee Dee's at. Okay. So it's fine. There we go. There we go. Answering people, communication. Okay, y'all. So like I said at the beginning of here, that I have to be out of here by 10:30 because you know your girl got some stuffs to do, people to meet, all that jazz, right? So we are going to do, instead of another 45, we are going to do I'm just going to see where my timer lands me. We're going to do a 23-minute sprint because, you know, that's just what we're going to do. And that's why my timer just landed. Give me a little bit more time to talk and then we'll get out of here, okay? All right, so I'm going to put this timer here. There we go. I'm going to go run to the bathroom and then come back and get some good reading in that, okay? So we are going to read some pages. Okay, I'll see y'all later. Hello, hello. How did that sprint go? How did that sprint go? I didn't get very far, but girl made contact in the book there. So enjoying that book thus far. Um, how did it go? Sprint. How many pages y'all got into in there? Everybody's still enjoying their books. I know that was a short sprint, but enough to still get in there. Let's see. Okay. Where Mika was saying, I always listen to double speed in the audiobooks. I used to listen to triple speed, but the app doesn't allow that anymore. Oh, they slowed it down. I have no idea. Only ever listened to one book at double speed. Everything else has been like 1.5 to 1.75. That's like my sweet spot there. Yeah, some of them speeds are really, really fast. But you know what? It depends on the author, because some of these books, not the author, the narrator, some of these books read really slow. Like I don't even go to one time speed because it's just automatically too slow for me all the time. But I don't go to 2 speed anyway. Generally, I think my Libby is set at like 1.5 now. And so I automatically just have that. And then if it seems slow, I go to 1.75. But that's where it's been for quite a bit of time. But sometimes, man, you ever hear that? That's how it sounds. I can't do it. I can't do it. I think you could probably build up to some of that, but I'm just like, nah, I'm going to enjoy it at where it's at. But I do like that is an option you can do, for sure, though. Dee says, I'm in France, so Central European time. Okay, there we go. There we go. Different timings in here. Hey, Cherie, how are you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. You're reading bonus book for Team Mustard, drinking coffee and having a croissant. Ooh, I love it. I haven't had a good croissant in a long time. Well, I am glad you are already knee deep in there. One book done and on to the bonus. Good job. Good job. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Elena says, I'll read for the next sprint. I was in the washroom. Okay, there you go. Got to clean up. I get it. Mika says, homosexuality is legal. He just really needs the bride's dowry to save his family, and there is somebody planning murder. Ooh, okay. Sword crossing already is off to a good start. Okay, I get you. Judith read 5 pages of The Good Girl's Guide to Murder, cuddled with my cats, and sprint hop. That sounds like a fun time. I may have to do a little sprint hopping real quick before I get out of here, but I like your morning thus far. It's a good time. Do that all from bed, or maybe get a cup of tea or coffee and go back to bed. Sounds like a good time. Okay, Livia is 1 chapter into Warbreaker. Okay, yeah. To cut down that chunk a little bit at a time. You're good to go on that one. Second bonus book. Okay, Mika, you were in there. Okay, you are in there. I ain't mad at it. Okay, I'm all for helping out. Okay, helping out the team. Colonel Mustard all the way. Okay, so. As y'all see, I'm going to go through this real quick, okay? Because we want to get out of here as close to 10:30 as possible. So this is the book on this day in history. Let's see what happened. Today is February 2nd. Already in February 2nd. It's Black History Month for me year-round, but we're still celebrating really knee-deep in it in February. I need to change some of my sprint things for that. But anyway, okay, so February. In 1709, after being marooned alone on a deserted island for more than 4 years, Scottish naval officer Alexander Selkirk was finally rescued. Or Selkirk. Can you imagine being marooned on a deserted island for 4 years by yourself? That's truly like the movie Castaway. I think he was gone for like 5 years with Tom Hanks. That's nuts, right? Lots of seafood, okay? You probably get tired of it. Let's see. In 1912, apparently U.S. daredevil Frederick Rodman Law performed the first stunt for a film where he parachuted from the torch of the Statue of Liberty into New York Harbor. You know what? Have at it, man, because I'm not doing that. Okay. You want to do stupid stuff? Go right ahead. Groundhog Day, apparently, February 2nd. Who was talking about that on the sprints here? That Groundhog Day was celebrated in 1887 in Pennsylvania. Punxsutawney Phil, was first given the job of predicting the winter, early spring. Awesome. Then you have the Battle of Stalingrad, was the bloodiest battle of World War II, ended in Soviet victory. A Swiss tennis player, Roger Federer, took the world number one ranking and maintained it for 237 weeks in 2004. Okay, Roger Federer doing his thing. Apparently today is Shakira Kashira's birthday. Okay, so Shakira was born in 1977. She has received hundreds of music awards for the memorable pop songs and unique Latin American style. Okay, she did a great job when she performed at the Super Bowl a few years ago. 1925, heroic huskies. Apparently, teams of husky dogs traveled more than 620 miles across winter snow to the remote Alaskan town of Nome, carrying life-saving diphtheria serum which prevented an outbreak of the deadly disease. Go Huskies, saving lives. I'm all for it. Okay, so we got a man was rescued after being on a deserted island for 4 years. You have Shakira being born this day. You got some Huskies saving people. You got Punxsutawney Phil. And some idiot jumping off of Statue of Liberty. So that is this day in history, y'all. And that is the end of the comments here. So we're going to get out of here. Give me a few minutes to go and get some stuff together before I got to go run out and all that jazz. So I thank you for being with me on this lovely February 2nd. Stay blessed, stay safe, stay hydrated, and stay warm. Okay. I appreciate you all, and I will see you on Tuesday, y'all.